Artificial intelligence technology is now developing at a rapid pace, and with the emergence of AI-powered software such as ChatGPT, there are growing concerns about the potential spread of misinformation.
As CBS News' Zinnia Maldonado reports, a new Cornell study shows politicians from across the country couldn't tell the difference between AI chatbots and their human constituents.
So in a representative democracy, our elected leaders are representing the people. And so how do they do that? They do that by listening to their constituents.
Sarah Krebs, director of Cornell's Tech Policy Institute, co-led a recent study that shows politicians could not tell the difference between constituency letters written by humans versus letters written by AI. This is an example of two of the constituency letters Krebs sent out, one written by a human, the other AI composed by an older version of ChatGPT, both on the topic of gun control. Out of the 7,132 legislators that were sent emails, 30% replied. Out of that 30%, all of the responses were nearly the same to both the AI-generated and human-written emails, according to the study.
And instead of that legislative agenda being set by real citizens, now that is being set by a malicious actor or a malicious country, a country with malicious aims, nefarious aims, to make it seem like there's public support for something that there actually isn't.
Krebs says the study was prompted by the incident in which Russian agents used bots during the 2016 election in an attempt to impose certain ideals onto the American electorate via social media. Justin Hendricks is the CEO and editor of Tech Policy Press. He says as AI becomes more sophisticated, its ability to distort democracy is becoming alarming.
What happens not only when activists or, interest groups are trying to use these automated technologies to influence legislators, but also when legislators are using them to respond to constituents.
And how can someone spot the difference when it comes to something written by a person or AI?
You can see that once in a while on certain things that it gets it wrong, or there will be little grammatical errors.
Some odd irregularities around gender, certain details, evidence that perhaps the constituent was not from the same geography as the lawmaker. But, you can't rely on the fact that those are always going to be there. It's going to be very difficult.
And maybe even more important, what lies ahead?
We have to ask ourselves as well, what happens when the internet is awash with content that's generated by machines?
Zinnia Maldonado, CBS 2 News.